Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Mark Rudisil of On the Mark Tarot. So, here at On the Mark Tarot, I look ahead to see what's coming up for people. I generally look at the energies of the collective, and eventually I'll be looking into a little more detail for those who are interested in their astrological signs. But let's get started with today's reading. It's for the week of May 2nd. And so these are the collective energies. If this resonates with you, keep it. If not, leave it for someone else. This is a perfect time. The energies are absolutely perfect for everyone. So it's a lot of change happening, a lot of things going on. So I've shuffled all the other decks and I'll explain the reading as I go along. I do what's called a 9-card reading. So it actually involves quite a few more cards than 9, but we'll go along and I'll let you know. And I'll also explain the different decks that I'm using. So let me get some of these out. So we start with 3 rows. And I am going to use the Spellcaster's Tarot. Very good tarot deck. And the thing I like about it most is the level of diversity in it. So with that being shuffled, I am going to go ahead and spread the cards down. And I'll give you guys just a peek about how this is moving along like this. So as we pick the cards, I feel the energy of the cards. And then we pull. These are intuitive readings. Truly, if it resonates with you, keep it. If it doesn't, leave it for someone else. There's a lot of thinking going on, a lot of movement going on. I can tell you that right now. So there's a lot to watch out for right now. So let me just give you a peek here. I'll slide these over so we can see them a little bit better. So some of your energies, let me explain. In your first row, which is about your present energies, this is what your guides want you to be aware of, and this is what your guides need you to know. So this is definitely things that are hidden from you. So the first thing you get in your present energy is imagine. Look what a beautiful card that is. So this says that you have to open up your mind just a bit more to things. You have to start believing in things and just know that they're going to happen and everything's possible. And because everything's possible with this Imagine card, you have to get out of your head. This is there we go, the King of Swords in reverse. Now, he's telling you that you can be bullheaded at times, that you can be stubborn, that you have to really start to use a bit more compassion when you're doing things. This is very important for anybody who has a big decision to make, because you stay in your head about things, and what you need to really do is start to be of action. Just imagine what the possibilities could be if you weren't exercising the mental anguish in your head. This card is a very nice card, except we have it in reverse. You have this beautiful maiden here in the 9 of Pentacles that says everything is abundance. She's patient about everything. So for you, though, it could be a while before it comes. It might be a bit of hesitation or a speed bump there. It is coming. There's something that you don't see. See, she has her little squirrel friend here who has a veil and a hood over his head. She's just watching him. And even though she's about abundance, there is something that you really have to open up your eyes and see. That's what the imagination will help you understand. That's what the imagination will help you do. Okay, so then you have the Eight of Wands that says this opportunity is going to be flying at you. And that opportunity could be in romance, it could be finance, new business. So that's something that you have to imagine. So this is really about manifestation. Manifestation takes many things, but always remember when you manifest things, these are not genie wishes. This is about you taking the first step and the universe will support you. So go ahead and take that first step on some new adventure that you're looking for. So what you don't see is the need for change. So this is a beautiful card about the swirling energies. You could almost imagine this being the vortex of your chakras and how they affect change in your life. And this is a rainbow color. So this is about abundance so that you can bring abundance into your life. What you don't see is that you need to make that change. So you're charging ahead as a Knight of Swords. A lot of ideas in your head, a lot of energy, and you're moving forward, but it's not necessarily the most refined and the most trained, which is perfect to say that you need to imagine more. As the King of Swords, it says that you're being stubborn, you're stuck in your ways. The Knight of Swords charging forward says you're in your head and you have some ideas. Let's just harness that. That's the change that you need to see and need to do. Now, you also have the Six of Wands. She is in reverse. There's a lot of opportunities, a lot of potential to lead things, but it's potential right now. What you need to do is change it so that you become a leader. You become someone that everybody looks up to so that it's becoming a much more rich life for you. So this is what you need to change. It's easy to do. Take a step. You need to change, and then you can become the upright Six of Wands. You have the Page of Wands. This could be new romance and opportunity coming your way. More so about you could find a good partnership. It's going to be delayed because it is in reverse. It is about listening to the signals and the sign. See how he's listening to the sound of the birds as a signal for ways to do things? This says that you need to pay more attention to the small things. Focus on them at times. Listen to them. Feel them. Become more aware of your surroundings, and things will shift for you and change beautifully. Now, at the top of your third row, you have the Hunter card. Strong, confident. The Hunter card. Track down your fears and desires. So, what this is saying is that you have to imagine what you want, think of it, have a vivid fantasy about it, and to create change, you're going to have to face your fears and your desires and see what works best for you and actually hunt them down and pursue them. As I said, these things aren't genie wishes. These things are manifestations so that your life can become full and rich. Now, it's funny because you have a matching pair here. You have the Queen of Swords in reverse, like you had the King of Swords. Now, this row is about what the angels and guides want you to know. This is telling you that you have the subtle energy and the ability to manifest just about anything. You're in your head. You got to watch being a bit harsh, be a little bit more warm and nurturing. So even the compassion of self-compassion and the understanding of self-compassion will lead you to your higher self and a better way of seeing things. And it says to let you know that you have the potential as the magician who has all of the elements under his control to actually do it, but you are not seeing things for what they need to be. You're not going for it. You're not hunting it down. You're letting some of your talent go to waste. And you need to really readjust and make that change so that you can manifest what you need. You have a lot, excuse me, a lot of swords in here. You next have the Two of Swords in reverse again. I believe all your swords are in reverse. No, one is not. But however, most of your cards are in reverse. So it's just giving you some insight about some of the things that you might need to handle. There's opportunity here. There is ability here. But there's a choice here in your mind that you know you have to make, and you have been hesitating about making it. This is about that change. You need to make a choice. And the thing about this is saying that either choice you make is going to be a good one. Get out of your head about it and stop overthinking it. Take some action. Now, we're going to clarify these with a mini tarot deck. And no, I'm not going to shuffle this whole thing. I am going to do a feel about for this that'll be the same way I did the last one. So it is telling me that in that initial change, you have the Strength card. So the Strength is going to cover, and this is the way it works. It covers the King of Swords. So you do have the strength to imagine a new way of being so that this works out really well for you. You have all the ability. Just use the gentle strength that you have. So you don't have to be a bull in a china shop. You have to use the ability of internal strength and be a lamb when you walk into things so that you can be the master of it. Over your Six of Pentacles in reverse, you have Temperance. So you have to be a little bit balanced about what you're imagining. So shoot for the stars. But just know that if you don't reach them, you've at least made the attempt and you've gone higher than you were before. So it's a win-win here. Just make sure that you step out and do it. That could be in romance too, but it's most likely in a new business, in a new opportunity, in a new level of abundance, whether it be a job promotion or whatever, or a new business. So, because after that, you have the Magician again. So the Magician is over opportunity. This Magician over opportunity says you have everything in your power. Wield it. Wield it with your imagination to bring in true abundance, true happiness, true joy in your life. Next you have Two of Cups in your change right over the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords that's covered by the Two of Cups says that there may be a romance. There may be somebody charging in to be your partner. There may be a partnership in business, a partnership in work. There's some type of partnership that is moving towards you. The person is intelligent. The person is thoughtful. You have to be balanced in partnering with them in order to receive their gifts. What is over your Six of Wands is the King of Wands. See how he stands here, and if you can notice here, the wand he carries is a flaming crown, and he is not afraid of that lion behind him. So in order for you to reap the benefits of the opportunities that this brings along and the gentle command that it brings along, because that is paired with this. So it says you need to be the authority, so that you need to stand out to be the king or queen of your situation. Over the Page of Wands, we have the Nine of Wands. So it says that there is a wish fulfillment coming, the opportunity, and there's a lot of opportunity around you. So the Page of Wands is this, and So it says you really just need to pay attention to things because you have the ability to have all these opportunities around you. It says there's a lot of opportunity around you. You hold the key to this opportunity if only you would listen. In your third row, over the Queen of Swords in reverse, you have the Fool. Look how nice this Fool is. She is teetering on the edge. That edge is something she needs to teeter on because she needs to start a new journey so that she can fulfill her destiny of being a gentle, kind, secure, and balanced leader. So this is what the guides want you to know. You need to be balanced and gentle. You need to step out. And you had the change card here, so definitely it's something you need to change. Over your Magician in your third row here, which is what your guides need you to know, you have the Page of Cups. So you have the Page of Cups with the Magician. There's a lot of magic going on here. There's a lot of possibility for romance and wealth. So you have the magic of the cups, which is really about emotion and spirituality. And you also have the Magician, which is all about magic. You're not seeing, you're not using your magic, but this is also about romance. So see that little heart in those hands? That is the key to it. So if you're looking for a romance, the guides need you to know that it's on its way. Now, the last card in this row took a little spill, and as soon as I find it, I can give you your last card. So it's the Two of Swords in reverse. And you have the Queen of Swords. Look how thoughtful she is. She's thoughtful, making the opportunity or taking the opportunity to think about these opportunities here to get out of your head. You just go ahead and make the move. You're authoritative, you're calm. You basically have two choices here with the two swords and two choices here with the two flags. You may be moving from one job to another, one relationship to another. There's some movement here that you're going to have to think about and you're going to have to make a decision. So either decision is going to work out fine for you. So to recap, your imagination is what you need to harvest right now so that you can be the best that you can possibly be. Get out of your head, use the gentle strength that you have within yourself to take a step, take a risk, move forward, because you're holding back some of your abundance here with this Nine of Pentacles because you haven't used the balance that you needed in the Temperance. So it's about weighing things. You may have just struck out too hard, too fast, too harshly, been moving forward without thinking about things. So you need to balance that energy in order to keep everything going. Because you have the Magician over the Eight of Wands. So things will be flying at you fast. Just use all the gifts that you have available to you and everything is going to change for you. And use your imagination. This Magician definitely uses imagination. There is no wand there, but you see the magic swirling around, and all that comes from imagination. Change. Change is what you don't see. You really need to change some things, and which is perfectly fine. Change is how we grow and how we understand life. It's going to be moving forward. You may have a partner in this change, and this partner may be an intellect who believes that they have all the answers. Take a partnership. A partnership should be equal. No one has all the answers. So just remember that as you move forward. Also, as you're moving forward, you have this Six of Wands, which is really about taking the stage and being present, being this in the spotlight. Being in the spotlight is great as long as you remember the balance of a kind, gentle king and authoritative figure. Like I said, king or queen, this does not matter. This is just a representation of the energy. So that energy is something you need to harness. And I think you're going to be very happy should you decide to take that step. But you really should. So this is what you have to watch for. But also, be willing to strike out. Listen to, it may not just be the birds. It may be taking a walk in nature and having the inspiration for these opportunities. It may be a coworker. It may be a commercial, a jingle on television can inspire you just by one little thing. And if it sparks something in you, follow it. Your guides want you to know that you need to track down your fears and desires. So, fear and desire may be the opposite of each other in your mind, but really, what you focus on is what you bring to your life. So they are part of each other at all times. You have to know what your fears are to fully understand your desires. And as strongly as he's looking at me or at the camera, you need to be looking in the mirror and asking yourself these questions. What do you fear and what do you desire? And how do you want to change either one? Now you have the Queen of Swords in reverse and the Fool that says you need to strike out. You need to strike out for a new adventure in a new way so that you can exercise everything that you need to be. Get out of your head about things. Don't be bullheaded, rushing forward. Don't be angry as you move through things, through your challenges. Move through your challenges with balance and do it in a new way. So strike out, but make sure that you understand balance. You have the Magician, is what your guides want you to know. They wanted you to know that strongly because they had it show up twice. It showed up twice and it says the magic of this is great for you. This card is actually like this because it represents what is covering this. A loving heart, a warmth, it may be somebody coming in to help you understand the magic in you and help guide you through your learning process of exactly who you are. And you may have a wise person in your choice making who is thinking, because it's funny that you had the Queen of Swords twice in the same row. So the Queen of Swords twice in the same row says you definitely have, and this is what your guides want you to know. You have the ability to temper everything. Once is really good as an understanding. Twice is a call to action for you to get out of your head, be thoughtful about things, but move through life with the energy that you command everything emotionally and intellectually and make the choices that you need to make consciously and directly. So I think these things will help you move through the next week. So you have some stuff coming up. There is nothing bad about this. There are just some things that you need to adjust and look out for. This is a guide for you. And I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Coach Mark of On the Mark Tarot, and I'll see you soon.